Hello everyone and welcome back to the World Ninja League Northeast Regional Competition for Tier 1. I'm your commentator Billy Dixon, and now we are going to be getting on with our kids female division on the challenge course. The challenge course is essentially a course where you have 2 lives essentially. If you go ahead with your run and you fall at least 3 times, then you are done. Your run is over, and if you fail an obstacle more than once, your run is over. If you run out of time, your run is over. Anything that isn't that, you get a clear. So I'm really hoping that a bunch of our female kids, are going to be getting through with a bunch of great results, as we've seen with a lot of incredible divisions throughout the course of this weekend already. We only have one wave of female kids for the Northeast Division out here for regionals. We have got 25 athletes in the kids female division, and I'm excited to get it underway. Now, all of the gyms that you can see on your screen right now, they have helped qualify a bunch of our athletes. You can see a lot of popular gyms, including Center Court, Ferox, Movement Lab, Dexterity Depot, the Grit Ninja. We've seen a lot of incredibly supportive ninja gyms represented throughout the course of regionals this weekend. So many of their best athletes coming forward, competing with us. It's such a good time. Now, overall in this division, we have 25 female kids, and the top 17 are going to be qualifying for the World Ninja League Championships. So it's going to be quite the tight competition, but we're excited to get it underway and see what the final result can be. As we said, 25 female kids in this division. We have a lot of incredible talent spanning from a lot of different ninja gyms across the Northeast region. We're excited to get it all underway. We've seen a lot of great clears throughout the course of this weekend so far on this course alone, in 11 difficult obstacles to be taking on throughout the course.
I just don't know if I can pull a riser is the only problem.
Well, yes. We don't have any more.
I think we should lower it. You never know, like, sometimes.
Sorry, I was locked into something else. Sorry.
Alright, here, that look. Here, does that look good?
Hold up. Am I on or something? Well, didn't you get a one away on something?
Like, standing reach. When is the demo?
You have so many retries. I'm gonna try it.
James, let's go get that start platform, bro.
Where?
Isn't there, did you say there was an extra start platform?
Yeah, for where?
For right here.
Hello everyone tuning into the stream right now for the kids female division at the Tier 1 regional competition for the Northwest region. We are going to be kicking it off in just about 3 minutes, so at 58 we will be getting closer to the start of the division.
I'm gonna let you figure that out.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on, let me do something. Brad, can you turn here? Ready to get back to work?
Yep. Alright, James, let's go.
Attention, parents, coaches, and athletes. Kids female demo at Challenge Course B will be starting in 1 minute. Please make your way over to Challenge Course B for kids female. Thank you.
Are the kids doing the drop or is it staying down?
What'd you say?
The drop, is it happening or is it staying down?
What do you mean the drop?
The drop, is it staying down or are they dropping it?
I need to know. I'm supposed to be up 3 minutes ago.
Kids, female athletes, parents, and coaches, we are about to
I'm
start the podium.
tired of starting not on time.
Kids, females, please make your way over to the front for the podium.
Far side, please. Far side. Go ahead. All the way in. All the way in. All the way over. Everyone over there.
Okay, everybody, we are now getting to the point in time where we are going to get a demo run of our kids female division challenge course. You can see all of our female kids roaming towards the other side of the sideline and getting ready to look at what the course is going to be for them.
Alright, you ready, hon? Alright, we're gonna get our demo going quick. Can I start this? Am I supposed to start? We're gonna get our demo going. We're teensy bit behind schedule, alright? Go ahead.
Right then, here we go. We have got one of our course testers right here. Taking a couple swings. You got to go from the trapeze to the rope to the door on the door drop. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee is next up. Running across those pillars from a trapeze to a ring. We also got the cliff tilt, where you've got to climb up a little piece of apparatus to then go up and swing off of that truss onto a cliff. And then you go through a couple more cliffs to get down to safety. Following a couple more obstacles such as the TikTok and the agility discs, you then go on into the pistons. They involve swinging on a couple of pieces of kit that are now eligible to be held anywhere. In a couple of the past divisions, you had to specifically hold certain parts of it, but now it feels like they're all in range. And you swing down to safety, you pick up a couple of axes. Actually, no, the axes aren't in play. It is all down to using your hands and the dangling axes to get from the start platform to the end platform. You can see the sidelines right there. All of our kid females trying to figure out their personal best way to get through this course. It's going to be quite the challenge, specifically with a tight time limit for the mature kid males. At least it was 3 minutes. Maybe it will be a tiny bit more lenient to these girls out here, but it's still going to be a difficult course nonetheless to complete within the time. The time has now come for all of these female kids to get off of the sideline and get behind the barrier out here, because the kid female division for the challenge course is going to start very shortly. All right then, everybody, it is now time for us to start our kid female division. It is time for Callie Kleiman. She has competed in 2 Tier 1 competitions over the course of this season, representing Springfield, New Jersey, and is aged 8. And she is off. She's locking off, showing that she is capable of holding on to these trapezes for a long time. She is going to have to build up quite a bit of swingage. Oh, but she's lost the rope. She's going to have to try and regain it a bit. Unfortunate there. We have a retry in play though for Callie. Here she goes, trying again. Right, she's going to have to go from the platform again to get a bit more momentum. There we go, she's grabbing the rope. Gonna have to get a bit of a pull back and grab on now, but she couldn't hang on. The grip was just a bit too much for her. Callie's gonna still move ahead though in the course, straight on into the trapeze and the ring. Now moving on from this rope, she's gonna have to take on the cliff tilt by climbing up this piece, by climbing up this plank essentially, and make her way up to those cliffhangers, almost like the ascending climb from World Stage 3 last year. Here she goes, trying to get up to those cliffs. Got to reach for the bar. She's able to use the little bar that's attached via the trusses. Very close. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Hanging on by one hand. The strength is definitely there. Now it's time for her to move across the cliff ledges. Here she goes. Now she's going to swing down to safety. Ooh, very, very close there. Made it all the way to the end. Gonna carry on moving through though. And completed that agility corner. Now we're going to try and build up momentum on the TikTok. There we go. She's now hopped up to the ring. Going to try and get to the pistons and reach up. Unfortunate there, couldn't make it up to the pistons. Time is up there for Callie Kleiman. Great run overall, very happy to be here. The smile on her face says it all. It is now time for Evangeline Verwoerd. Oh, unfortunately, she's lost the balance on the second obstacle. Gonna go for it again, come on. Gonna start again from this platform. Hopefully she doesn't lose the balance again. Representing the Gravity Forge. There we go, nice. Here goes Evangeline. Gonna push back off of that platform. Representing the Gravity Forge. She's competed in 3 Tier 1 competitions for the season. Age 6, representing Warminster, Pennsylvania. Come on. Unfortunately, they're going to take another one of her retries, and her last one at that. Here she goes. unfortunately, that's going to be the end of her run. She unfortunately failed on the third obstacle before the fly like a butterfly, sing like a bee. Evangeline is still going to move ahead and attempt the rest of the course, though. I'm going to move up the cliff till, and she's going to try the rest of the obstacles instead. Here she goes on the TikTok, trying to build up that momentum. Evangeline's now going to take her go at the pistons out here. Might as well give a push. Oh, unfortunately couldn't reach. Get that buzzer hit. Well done. Avery Stanko is going to be next up on our challenge course today for the kid female division. She started Ninja in 2023, has competed in a tier 1 competition that's landed her here in regionals representing Frederick in Maryland, and she's aged 8 for the season, and she's off. Avery is now trying to grab onto that rope and properly hang on. She's locking off on the rope hand. There we go. Now she's going to have to probably climb up the rope and get up to that board. Come on. She's going to have to use a retry now. Avery is going to try again, going for that rope. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of her run, putting her in second place by only 4 milliseconds. Avery now climbing up the cliff tilt in order to try and get herself over to those cliffs there. Avery now moving across to the last cliff, one hand at a time. Gonna swing down to the bottom. Gonna get that full back swing in play there, come on.
I'll start prepping.
Ah, but just gives out right at the end. Gonna go over the agility corner now. Nearly got the TikTok platform. It seems like you don't need to go to any trapeze after the TikTok. You just need to get to that light blue rectangle. Okay, she's got hold of the piston now. Now all down to the fact if she can make it through, and drops, unfortunately. Seems like her time is up on the course, possibly. Yep, okay. Next up, well done there to Avery. Next up on the course is going to be Sabrina Reynolds.
I was gonna pull to the bar. Right, good to change.
We've got Sabrina down at the start line with it looks to be Abby Clark as the coach. DGS sponsored Ninja, love to see it.
I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna.
Okay then everybody, welcome back to the World Ninja League Tier 1 Northwest Regional competition. Out here we are at the challenge course for our kid female division. We are going to get right back at it with Sabrina Reynolds, age 7, representing Branchburg, New Jersey.
Max, you're good on my end.
Has competed in 4 Tier 1 competitions over the course of the season at age 7.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as soon as you went at all I knew you were there. So we like doing yeah, I was watching. Alright, we're good? I'm waiting on like from like your side, like yeah, yeah, everything is good. It's just waiting on making sure we're on our side. Yeah. Oh no. What? We don't have HR. We don't have HR. Like the opposite of those are You're just not allowed to say anything when you do it, right? Is that the new thing? Chris is like wait, Chris, I hear you have an HR position open. No, he's got it. Yeah. Pay me 10 grand a year. I will solve literally nothing for you, and we're square. Okay?
Like, he wants like blackfish in the team. So, it's not much. I rewatched Automatic pretty recently. Oh my gosh. How it, yeah, it's
I'm good. Let's go.
Good?
Amy Two's dad.
Alrighty, Sabrina, you ready, hon?
So yeah, you can remind me something. My next beat course. You know how I look at
Okay, here we go. Sabrina Reynolds is off right now. Currently has made it to the second obstacle in the fastest amount of time, putting her into first place so far. We are going to actually be redoing these 3 runs, the 3 ones that are at 2, 3, and 4, because we have an updated obstacle. Here goes Sabrina moving up the tilting device. Here we go. Making her way through the cliffs, not phased at all. 2:38 at the time, not a problem. Easy stuff. Past the cliff tilt, now moving on to the vault pole. All well and good. Moving across through the agility discs. Now it is time for the TikTok. Very nice. Dismounted onto the blue platform. Easy stuff. I believe that's Abby Clark on the sideline as well as the coach. Love to see it. Sabrina nearly got that first piston right there. Had it with her hands. There we go. She's caught it now. Gonna be staticking across these pistons at quite the pace. There we go. Nice lâché over. And Sabrina is at the last obstacle with 1:20 to spare. She's going to be using the blue holds that are sticking out along with the dangling axes. Oh, unfortunately, just unfortunately missed it there. She's going to have a retry because it is a challenge course. Retries are allowed for one obstacle. Here goes Sabrina. Gotta hold on to that last one. No, unfortunately, just missed it, but was incredible throughout that run. Very well done there. Now here we go, the little rerun from Callie Kleeman. The rerun is in play due to the fact that one of the obstacles that was taken out was this little bar here that Callie is currently on was adjusted. It was formerly a rope but is now a trapeze to make it a little more feasible for all these female kids to complete. Seems to be working very well for Callie right here. Oh, but unfortunately leans back. Gonna have to take a retry on it, unfortunately. Here she goes now, taking a bit of time to regain some momentum. There we go. She has now made it. There we go. Moving all the way across from the trapeze to the ring. Here it goes, Callie now moving across these cliffs.
Please bring kids, male competitors for wave 2 to check in for challenge course A. That's kids, male, wave 2 athletes checking in.
Gonna get a massive swing down to the platform. Oh, unfortunately misses it. Turns around in midair. Gonna use one of her retries on this one. Here goes Callie now trying to avenge herself on this pole. Using that bar to make herself able to grab those cliffs again. Easy stuff. Now it's all about the shade to the platform. It's quite a big jump for the kids here. Unfortunately, she drops, and that's going to put an end to her run. We're going to carry on through that agility corner, though. Here we see Callie. Her run is now over. Had a great run whilst it lasted. Made some good progress as opposed to her run before. Solid rerun. Now another competitor who's going to get a rerun right here is going to be Evangeline Verwoerd. Evangeline is making it through the first couple obstacles. Had a bit of trouble on the balance obstacle in her first run, but avenges herself this time. Very nice. There goes Evangeline. Getting a firm grab on that trapeze to swing further into that board. Ooh, Okay, nearly missed it there, but hangs on with her right hand. Oh, unfortunately, drops down. Gonna have to try again, use one of her challenge course retries. Evangeline is now taking her second attempt at trying to lachey to this board. Unfortunately, couldn't keep her hips up high enough in order to get it. She's going to carry on through these agility obstacles now. Here it goes, Evangeline up this up now. Here goes Evangeline on the TikTok now, gonna build up some momentum to see if she can make it to that blue rectangle. Yes, there we go.
It's moving so much. Yeah, get her up there, Marlo.
Here she goes now on the pistons with her time remaining. It was all about trying to get a bit of sideways momentum into those piston laches, but is she going to give the final obstacle right here, the hatches, a try? Yes, we go. And it seems like her run is over, hits the buzzer, all well and good. Very happy that she had to get another try there, it looked like, for her. All well and good. Now then, Avery Stanko is going ahead with her rerun now. She was another victim of the rope that they now replace with a trapeze. There we go, she gets it. All well and good now, she's redeemed herself. Here she goes now, climbing her way up to the top of the cliff tilt. Here she goes, gonna try and get that descending lache down. Unfortunately, she loses her grip at the end of it. Might as well give it another go, possibly. Yep, here we go. Here she goes, another attempt at that Lachey down. Come on. Oh, one foot was there. Progress was made. Unfortunately, that's going to end her run. Here she goes, trying to grab the top of that piston. Putting in a solid performance overall. Love to see it. Now then, Josephine Boyer moving into our newer competitors now, representing Stanford Ninja Academy with Coach Will Schlageter on the side. She started Ninja in 2023, has competed in 3 Tier 1 competitions for the season. Aged 8, all ready to represent Stanford in a good light here. All good down that dismount, now moving through fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Very nice. Now moving to the cliff tilt. Right, here she goes, going to take up another attempt here on the cliff tilt. It is a very difficult thing to climb up due to the fact that the holds are all over the place, essentially. Oh, unfortunately loses her grip. Will Schlageter directing her to try and go ahead on the rest of that agility corner, starting off with the vault hole. There we go. Oh, unfortunately loses her balance near the end of that. Gonna try her hand at the agility discs. All well and good. Now the TikTok. Nice, very good from Josephine Boyer. Oh, went to go for the Lachey there, but unfortunately to no avail. All right, great stuff from Josephine Boyer. We're now going to be moving on to our next competitor here, which is Ellie Cedar. Ellie is 7 years old, coming out of Annandale, New Jersey, has competed in 3 Tier 1 competitions over the course of this season. With a 3-minute 30 time limit, she is off on the course now. Fastest to this point so far. right, very good swings down to that platform, landing her in second place so far. She's currently a second in front of first place to this point. If she can carry on to consistently clear these obstacles like she is now, she has a real shot of getting first place. She's gone to the top of the cliff tilt at a very fast pace. Here she goes. Yes, she makes the jump. Now onto the vault pole, has to travel across it. Balancing, oh! Bit of a painful, ouch. Bit of a painful fall there from Ellie. Gonna go back and restart it, but that looked a bit painful, oh my goodness. Right then, here we go. Second time's the charm, there we go. Even though it looked a bit sketchy, she still made it across. Here goes Ellie now. Gonna build up that momentum to get her through this TikTok. Very nice. Okay, moving up to the pistons now. Might need a bit more momentum to make that grab up to the piston successful, which she does. Yes, very nice. Gonna build up that momentum. Here she goes to the final piston. Gonna make it all the way down there with about a minute 30 left on the clock. She has a retry available on this obstacle if she isn't able to make it through first try. 1 minute 19 now on the final obstacle. That grip strength gonna be coming in handy right here. Come on. Oh, tried to lâcher to that axe. Just didn't work. Gonna have to try and match it almost. Here goes Ellie now, taking a bit of time to reconsider how her technique's gonna be on this obstacle, and off she goes. Unfortunate fall there. That's not going to be a clear for Ellie, but that's going to put her in first place by about 5 seconds. Very nice to see. Moving on to our next competitor, representing Hatboro, Pennsylvania, it's Madison Huxley. Age 8, has competed in 4 Tier 1 competitions for the season. Here she goes, getting up this balance beam, all well and good. She's gonna go and one-hand swing over to that board, very successful.
My volume was down. I have to put it back up.
Nice dismount there. Making it through. Unfortunately, isn't able to make it through the fly like a butterfly obstacle right here. Gonna need to take another attempt. Come on, quick feet. There we go. Nice fast approach. Makes her all well and good now. Here she goes now onto the cliff tilt. Here she goes, trying to make her way up the cliff tilt, using all the holds necessary. As well as the frame itself. That's also a good strategy. There she goes. She's got onto the top of the structure now. got to use these cliffs to make her way through the rest of the obstacle. Gonna have to take another retry when it comes to the cliff drop, it seems. Here she goes. Time is ticking though. Might want to have to pick up the pace if she wants this obstacle to count towards her final result. There she goes, made it to the top. Okay. Madison, oh, unfortunately, drops out on the cliff. That's going to be it for her, landing her in 5th place overall. Going to carry on moving through, though, through that agility corner. Trying to squat to get a bit more momentum from the disc. Good strategy, putting her feet towards the edge. Nearly worked out for her, though. That's going to be it from Madison Huxley. A lot of endurance in that run, well displayed.
So tired.
Okay then, Emery Hammerer is next up on our challenge course today for the Kid Male division. At aged 8, she is representing Chadds Ford in Pennsylvania and has competed in 4 Tier 1 competitions over the course of this season. Having a solid run so far, putting herself up to 4th place. Quickly making her way up that cliff tilt as well. Let's see how she fares on the actual cliffs. Very well, quickly matching through a consistent flow. Likes to see it. Very well done, nice little descent there. Great balance skills. Nice dash across those agility discs and out to the TikTok. Nice dismount there onto that light blue platform. Now 1:50 for our final 2 obstacles. There she goes. Up to the 4th piston. Now all she needs to do is dismount. Very well done right there. Now then, up to our final obstacle now. The hatchets. Here she goes. She's on the dangling axe. Gotta dig her fingers into those ledges. 45 seconds left. Hasn't used any retries. Could this be it? Is she even gonna use it? Oh, nearly tried to do a little turnaround. Here goes Emery. Can she redeem herself? Try and rethink her technique when it comes to grabbing that axe. Gotta kip her hips up, but she runs out of grip strength. And she's gonna put herself in third place. McKenna Stambaugh is next up on our challenge course here at the Northeast Regionals, representing Ninja Logic out here in Glenville, Pennsylvania, and she is she's been in 5 competitions in the Tier 1 category for Season 10 of the WNL. Here goes McKenna. Unfortunately, can't make the dismount. A foot tap. Here she goes, taking that momentum forward. Oh, unfortunately, that's going to be it. The dismount was going to be her fatality there, unfortunately. Ooh. What a save on that obstacle. The balance there was very good. Unfortunately, the cliff tilt is going to be too much for her as well, it seems. She now comes over to the little agility area and balance. Unfortunately, it seems like her hands are just a bit tired now. Gonna give another try. That's gonna be it for McKenna Stambaugh. Well done on that run, though. Cameron Ball is going to be our next competitor at age 6. She is one of the younger athletes in this division, it seems. Coming out of Ewing, New Jersey. Has competed in 12 Tier 1 competitions across the course of the season. Here she goes, making her way down bit by bit. Very nice descent there. Gonna take a bit of time before retrying the fly like a butterfly obstacle. There we go, good speed. All well and good. Flying through now. Here she goes, taking her time, making sure she gets a good grasp onto the cliff tilt. Taking her time climbing up. Here she goes. Hasn't fallen as of yet. We're going to keep reaching out for these cliffs one by one. Nice descent there. Nice and steady balance, all well and good. Running low on time, but still hasn't failed anything. Ooh, unfortunately, that's going to be it seems, for her run. And having 1 second left. I'm going to go out on the TikTok right there. Great stuff from Cameron Ball, though. Next up on the start line is Mila Patel, age 7, coming out of Moorestown, New Jersey. She's 4'3", 53 pounds, started Ninja 3 years ago, has competed in 6 Tier 1 competitions for this year's season. She has been doing Ninja since she was 5 years old. Her favorite obstacles are rings and laches. She can hang virtually forever, and her nickname is Mighty Mila. Making her way down that board. Got to build up momentum for that dismount. Very good. Taking a bit of time to come back. Turning around on the cliff tilt. Here she goes, moving with urgency now. Ooh, very nice. That's fine, I want to say. Yes, there we go. A little slip up on that final step, but she's all well and good. Having to build up momentum now on this TikTok. Nice, very good. A minute left for these final two obstacles. Let's see how fast she can get. Here goes Mila trying to get a bit more momentum to get up to those pistons. Nearly had it there. Nearly having it, but time unfortunately runs out on her. Now then, moving on to our next competitor out here. It's going to be Maribel Baker, aged 8. She is representing Flemington, New Jersey, and has competed in 7 Tier 1 competitions for the season. Maribel seems to be quite happy to be at the start line today, excited for her challenge course run. Right then, here we go. Maribel Baker making a start to her course run in due time. Here we go. Nice high grab onto that door. Very smooth run so far. All has been very consistent in terms of her movements. Gonna take another go at getting to the cliff tilt first off though. 2 minutes 50 coming in. There we go, 2 minute 33. Making her way one-handed cliff swings. Not an easy feat at all. But Maribel definitely has the skills to go far in this course, and she's proving it to us. 2 minute 20 coming into this little balance agility corner. Very good stuff from Marable right now. Gonna, oh, try to get a solid pull up there, up to the piston. There we go, makes it this time. Oh, tried to get that Lachey very close. You could see the fingers there. Gonna take one of her retries now on these pistons. Here she goes. Taking control of these pistons very well. Let's see if she can make that Lachey this time. Okay, nice play using a reverse catch to give herself a bit more leeway. Yes, and it's working now. Just over a minute. And she's now on point to be descending. Taking a couple more swings to the dismount here. Very nice. 53 seconds now coming in for our final obstacle. She's going to have to get this. Marable Baker almost up there. Gonna try her hardest to turn around. Oh, nearly had it there. 14 seconds left. I don't know if that's going to be enough to cover the whole obstacle anymore. Almost there though. Nice recovery staying up in the obstacle though. That's going to be it for Marable Baker's run. Very good stuff. That's going to put her into 5th place. Next up on the start line for our challenge course in the kids female division is going to be Adeline Walker. Coming out of Ninja Logic. She is age 7 for the season. Has competed in 7 competitions for the Tier 1 season this year and is representing Gettysburg in Pennsylvania. And here she goes. Adeline Walker is off on the course. Making her way over to the 3rd obstacle right now. It's gotten to the point where the door's starting to tilt, but that's not a problem for Adeline out here. Ooh. Nice recovery, a bit of a stumble at the end of the butterfly portion of that obstacle, but still manages to make it to the trapeze as she comes in to the cliff tilt. Made her way to the top of the structure. Gonna pull on through each of these cliffs. Very close there. For the dismount platform, I'm going to take another attempt with her 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining for the course. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for her run on the cliff tilt. Nice build-up of momentum there on that TikTok. Gonna try and pull herself up to these pistons now using that ring. Gonna use the reverse grip to try and get a bit better of a swing. Oh, nearly had the lâcher there. The hands were placed, but the grip just wasn't working for her, unfortunately. Great stuff overall by Adeline Walker. Solid run.
Computer right here always tells you how many there are left.
Ready, hon?
Blakely Lathroom is next up. Representing Bel Air in Maryland. Age 7 and has competed in 7 competitions for the Tier 1 season this year. Nice drop down to the platform. Nice balance coming through the rest of the butterfly obstacle. Now she's coming through to cliff tilt. Blakely trying to get her ways up the pole up here. With 2 minutes remaining, using quite a bit of time to get up, using everything she can. Gonna have to use her second attempt. Here she goes. She's made it to the top hold now. Got to try and get up to that top bar, which she does. There we go. Making her way through. Unfortunately, the foot tap is what's going to do it for her, unfortunately. Really solid go at the obstacle otherwise, though. Blakely making her way back and forth on the TikTok to build up a lot of momentum. Makes the dismount very well. Unfortunately, couldn't pass up that piston hold. Gonna give it an attempt, but unfortunately time runs out on Blakely. Still a very solid run overall. Haynes Wolford is up next on our challenge course for the kids female division. Aged 8, she is from Saratoga Springs in New York, and she's very fast as well. A lot of momentum carried through each obstacle here. Seems like the cliff tilt is definitely a difficult obstacle to go through with, because it stops a lot of your momentum from previous obstacles if you have a flow going, which Haynes definitely did. So it's just kind of one of those things you have to think quickly on your feet about, or else you're going to lose a bit of time. Haynes Wolford, though, makes her way through that obstacle, now coming around the agility and balance corner. She seems to be okay. That was a bit of a stumble at the end of it, though. Still making her way through each and every obstacle here. And clears the TikTok. Going to use the resourceful holds that the piston has to offer. Very nice. Very nice from Haynes Wolford. She is 30 seconds ahead of Ellie, who's in second place. This could gear her up towards a clear, guys. She has definitely the skills for it, she's shown. Ooh, bit of a low grab on that swinging axe, but regardless, she's going to keep on moving, utilizing every hold she can. Oh, nearly had it there. 1 minute 19 is definitely a long time to try and get back to that point, but it's all down to if these kids are able to reach it. There we go, a minute left on the clock now. Unfortunately, couldn't hack it again. That's going to be it for Haynes Wolford. Very great stuff from Haynes Wolford overall. Now moving into Amelia Bardwaj. Here goes Amelia. Very nice stuff from Amelia right here, right now. Clearing obstacle after obstacle. Now here comes one of the crux points of the course, the cliff tilt. How's she going to fare? Climbing around, utilizing the truss. Trusting the grip in her shoes. Turning around, very nice. Very nice. Has gotten the dismount very well, Amelia. Representing the factory at the reach. Competed in 7 Tier 1 competitions across this season. Aged 8, representing Wayne in Pennsylvania. Nice stuff, gonna keep moving. Amelia is gonna take a nice backwards reverse grip there to make it to that 3rd piston, but she's fallen. Unfortunately, a small mishap on one of her hands. Gonna force her to take a retry on this. Here she goes now. 1 minute 55 for the final 2 obstacles. It's definitely possible. Good stuff. Amelia Bardwaj coming into the final obstacle now in 2nd place. Bit of a shakeout before her final obstacle here. Good trust in her one hand there that's hanging on the swinging axe. Still trusting it. Bit in no man's land, but she has recovered it. Oh, tried to turn it around. It looks like she's having a hard time trying to find another hold for her hand after the swinging axe. But with 54 seconds, it's definitely possible she can still clear. Very well done. She's found a way that works for her, but unfortunately she used the back half of the board. That's going to do it for Amelia Bardwaj. Very well done. Here we go. One of our Gravity Forge team representatives is going to be Natalie Levy. Started Ninja in 2023. Representing Holland, Pennsylvania, has competed in 9 Tier 1 competitions for the course of the year. She loves being a part of the Gravity Forge Ninja team and doing Ninja with her friends in general. Her favorite obstacles are Lachey's and her least favorite is balance. That sounds pretty standard, and if I'm going to be honest, I share that same sentiment. Here goes Natalie. I'm going to swing towards that ring. All very well. Gonna get herself secured onto that truss right there. Gonna get a solid hold as well. There we go. There we go, making her way up there. Getting hold of the bar and gonna reach out for these cliffs. Seems like the cliffs aren't the problem when it comes to our kids female division out here. It's the dismount that typically gets them all tied up, but Natalie is not fazed by it at all, or phased by it even. Gonna carefully make her way through the balance, slipping down a tiny bit, but still saves herself. All well and good. Gonna push on through here now. Nice little hop to that blue platform. Only 100 seconds now. Ready for the pistons here. How is she gonna fare? Tries to go for the second one immediately. I mean, she has the momentum to go for it. All about the reach and gripping on. Okay, nice one-handed save. Gonna chalk up, ready for it again. Reach out. Unfortunately, she's a bit low. Gonna have to keep her hips up a little bit, I think. There we go. There we go. She's handled it really well right there. Able to lock in her hands. Ooh, nearly had it there as well. She got the difficult part for her already on lock, but now it's all about the lâché to the third. There is quite the gap in between the second and third piston. You can see Jackson Erdos coming in as well to try and advise Natalie on how to do things here. Nice grab. Getting a massive swing ready on impact. Very good. Only going to utilize one side of the piston, it seems there. Makes it all the way to the end, but with 14 seconds remaining, I'm not too sure if a clear is still feasible at this point. Doesn't matter if you're a kid female or an elite female. Going to be a difficult feat nonetheless for either of them. Making it to the middle of the obstacle, but that's going to land her in 7th place on the leaderboard. Moving on to our next competitor on the course right now for the kids female division. It's going to be Logan Talaki, representing Harleysville in Pennsylvania. Aged 8, has competed in 9 Tier 1 competitions for the season. Here she goes, representing the Reach. There she goes, utilizing the trust in her hands. All paying off very well. Very nice. 2:35 coming into our little balance corner out here for the pole. Very nice. Going straight into the TikTok, utilizing a lot of momentum from the last obstacle to save a bit of time. Very nice job there from Logan. Logan Teleski now going to chalk up and shake out, ready for the final obstacle right here. Hasn't had to use any retries as of yet. Hopefully wants to keep it that way by getting herself our first clear of the division. Good hand placement and orientation of swing so far. Now here's the hard part. Unfortunately, she tried to like semi-lâché to it. I think the strategy is to reach out, bring it back to you, and then grab it from there and then swing properly down to the buzzer. Here goes Logan, grabbing onto the axe. Oh, but she gets the lâché. She gets the grab. Here we go. Logan Telecki gonna swing down to the platform and get the first buzzer of the kids female division. Lovely stuff. That's gonna put her in first place on the leaderboard. Just let it adjust. Trust me. But yes, well done to Logan right there. Super well deserved.
Same thing as the corner. She just needs another car. And just more on spotting. The two not here.
Now then, moving on to our next competitor is going to be Zoe Launchner, coming out of Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. Age 7, has competed in 11 Tier 1 competitions over the course of the season, so quite a bit of experience as opposed to our former competitors here. Very nice so far out of Zoe. Very fast and consistent throughout the obstacles that she's completed so far. Hopefully that continues coming into the cliff tilt. Making her way up to the top of the cliff tilt, grabbing hold of the cliffs, trying to set her up for that dismount at the end of it. There we go, all the way through the agility corner, moving up to the TikTok, trying to build up a bit of momentum on the start. All well and good. Zoe Launchner making her way up to the pistons out here. Very well done. Moving up and around the structure itself. Wanting to try and get a better swing with a lot of power into the third piston. Unfortunately, couldn't kip up her hips high enough to warrant that height. Currently in 9th place, wants to gain a couple of spots possibly. The grab isn't the problem so far, it's just getting from the second piston to the third without dropping. That's the thing that Zoe here is going to have to figure out. She's using a different technique, which is good. Hopefully it can work for her. It's worked for others that have used the reverse grab. Yes, nice idea, staticking the rest of it. Nice little change up in her ways on the obstacle that pays off for her. Zoe is going to put herself into 8th place because of that, gaining a position. Nice. But with only 20 seconds left, I don't think a clear is going to be feasible considering the pace that our higher placing athletes have gotten to overall. She has the opportunity to get a tiny bit into the obstacle with her leftover time, but we're going to have to see how it fares for her because 10 seconds coming in, using up a lot of the backswings. Doesn't cover that much distance in the grand scheme, but still it's distance nonetheless. And Zoe unfortunately goes down after the swinging axe and the buzzer is hit. Well done. Problem solving in the making. Lovely stuff. All right then, moving into our final 6 runners of the division. It's going to be Harper Freeze first. Age 7, representing Elkton. I forgot what MD is in terms of states. Maryland, that's it. representing Elkton, Maryland. Sorry, my British and ex-American geography is still being updated as life goes on. But regardless, Harper still making her way through. She has competed in 11 Tier 1 competitions over the course of the season. And experience is paying off. Going to keep on moving as less than 3 minutes left on the clock now while she comes over to the pole. Here she goes, gonna try and make her way further up the pole now. 2 minutes 30 coming in. Here he goes, just over 2 minutes coming in now for these cliffhangers. Beating the obstacles is important when it comes to your placement. Harper knows this as she's making her way over to the end of this obstacle, building up a lot of power to that swing. And it looks like she's going to have to retry the next obstacle as she overshot the platform. And she's off again. Very nice from Harper so far. She's got one more retry left in her pocket in case she fails on one of the next two obstacles. Going to try and build up a bit of swing by getting that reverse grab facing the next piston. Gonna have to kip up her hips and throw forward. Unfortunately, couldn't kip up her hips high enough to get the height and leaning forward with her hands. Gonna try that strategy again. It's worked for a bunch of other female kids in the division. Very nice. She's made the grab this time. Time is ticking down though, and she's having a bit of trouble grabbing onto the other side of the final piston, but she's going to make it to the dismount platform either way. Very nice. Only 10 seconds remain. Going to try and get a bit far into the obstacle as she can. Very nice run from Harper Freese right there as we now move on to our next competitor, Ruby Halls. It is now time for Ruby to take on the course, and she's doing it very well. Aged 8 for the season, representing Stanford. We've got Will Schlageter on the sideline, of course, as is common for all of the Stanford goers. She's also competed in 13 Tier 1 competitions over the course of the entirety of the season so far. Moving very fast between obstacles as well, which is a great time save overall for Ruby. Gonna powerfully move up to that second piston right here. Bit of a wide grab. That could lead for more control. Very nice. Gonna swiftly dismount there and has made it to the final obstacle, the hatches. With the most amount of time out of anyone. She's 15 seconds ahead of first place right now. Here she goes. Gonna have to reach out and get close to that dangling axe. Oh, unfortunately couldn't get one of her hands high enough. She has a lot of time and a retry left though, so she can allow herself to rest a little bit. Here goes Ruby yet again. And there she goes. 1 minute 30 coming in. Very nice. She gets the grab. That's going to put Ruby into first place by nearly 30 seconds right there. Very well done. Great stuff from Ruby Halls, getting our second clear of the division. We are now going to move on to a Ninja Logic representative in Lily Johnson, 4'2", 55 pounds. Started Ninja in 2023, has competed in 14 Tier 1 competitions throughout the season, aged 8, representing Gettysburg in Pennsylvania. Lily is now making her way up the pole. Going on the back side of it to try and climb up a tiny bit more. Very nice. Made it up to the pole and the cliff. Gonna try and build up a lot of power to get down onto that platform. Very nice for Lily. Lily now taking a very consistent approach over to the TikTok right here. Very nice. Consistently moving fast through the obstacles, minus that one misslip on obstacle 4. Gonna have to use her for a second retry on these pistons right here after an unfortunate fall. Here she goes. Gonna try and build up more momentum and height in order to grab the piston. There we go. One minute 18 coming down to our final obstacle. Definitely a lot of time to clear it, that is, but you don't have any retries anymore. Here goes Lily Johnson now. Gonna make sure her hand orientation is spot on, but the peel out is unfortunately gonna do it for her, landing her in 7th place overall for the kids female division. Final 3 competitors now for our kids female division. Our first one of which is going to be representing New York City Ninja Academy, and it's going to be Lydie Curtis. Age 7, she is representing New York, and has gone to 21 Tier 1 competitions over the course of the season. That's a lot. Here she goes. Very good job so far. Pulling through every obstacle with minimal rest, essentially. Big reach up to that top bar, doing her very well. Very nice high jump down to safety right there. Lydie is currently 6 seconds ahead of Ruby Halls in first place. And she is wanting that top spot. Was initially going to go on that run through, but decides last minute to go for a momentum build-up, which works for her in the long run, which is very nice. 2:30 coming into the Pistons now. Lydie Curtis is going through the final obstacle now. Hasn't used any retries yet, so possibly may have the opportunity to retry if she were to fall. But she is utilizing her grip strength very well. Oh, unfortunately can't grab the axe. 1:39 though. Basically tied with first place. It's going to be close. Unfortunately, Lydie Curtis is going to be dropping out at the midpoint of the final obstacle, but that makes her the fastest non-finisher in the division, which is a very good attribute to have. As we now move into our final 2 competitors, the first of which being Amelia Diaz-Lant. Coming out of the Empire Ninja, she is 4'6", 62 pounds, started Ninja in the summer of 2023, is able to speak German, Spanish, and English too. Her ninja name is the Flying Tiger. Loves her cat named Whiskers and loves flying through the air too. And she also won head-to-head worlds this season in the kids division. Absolutely crazy. So we should be expecting some fast runs from her. Very nice stuff from Amelia so far. Definitely looking like she wants a fast time going into the results of the flow course. There we go, or the challenge course even, sorry. There we go, Amelia trying to build up as much momentum. Only needs 1 backswing necessary. 2:30 coming into this now. 0.2 seconds ahead of Ruby in first place. Very nice matches out here, staticking all of those swings. Now Amelia is our current fastest non-finisher, and she still has 2 minutes and a retry left on the course. This is best case scenario for her, basically. Here she goes. This is the decider. Can she grab it? Yes, she can. She's bringing it back to her, which is the strategy. There we go. Amelia Diaz-Lant is our first place finisher so far. by over 30 seconds, or just under 30 seconds if we go into milliseconds. Absolutely crazy. What a fast finish right there. That leads us into our final competitor for the kids female division for the challenge course. It's going to be Julia Testani, coming out of Armonk, oh my goodness, Armonk, New York. There we go. Aged 8, has competed in 15 Tier 1 Season 10 competitions. Absolutely ridiculous right there. But a lot of experience pays off in scenarios like this, and it's clear to see why. Julia is demonstrating some great speed overall. Climbing up the backside of the pole right there. 3 minutes coming into the cliffs. Well done, Julia. So far, gonna take a trip down the balance lanes. Coming into the pistons now after clearing that TikTok. Reaching up. Bringing back. Very nice. Staticking the entire way through, utilizing a great wingspan there, as she is the fastest to this point in the course by 4 seconds. Here she goes, very close to the end. Gonna pull in that axe possibly. Oh, went for the lâché. Shake out of the hands. Might want to re-chalk for a long endurance obstacle like that. Minute 55. Here goes Julia. Oh, tried to reach out for it. That makes her the fastest non-finisher though. Very well done. 12 seconds ahead of 5th place too. Incredible to see. Right then, that is going to wrap up our kids female division challenge course. Absolutely incredible stuff overall. Well done to Amelia, Ruby and Logan for being our only clears of the division. We will be back with you very shortly with some more regional action.